the national championship. So with that background, I want to thank the partners that are still enabling us to run the sport. Of course, the sport cannot run without partners. We need such, and we need many more partners. We have several hotels, much as you can see only 2 hotels here, but we are working with so many hotels in this town. The notable one where we are going to start from is Mika Eco, and the other co-host hotel is HB Hotel. We want to thank them for coming up to support our plans and the organization of the rally. The other sponsors also from this region are Spice FM, of course Hoima municipality. There is no way you can work Hoima district and Hoima municipality. There is no way you can. Hoima city. Hoima city. We are not yet used to these cities. We know one city in Kampala, but we will catch up slowly. There's Serene Fire Systems. We have Lato Milk. We have SR Kuku. We have Victoria University. FlexPay by Stanbic. Mara Events. Mika Eco Adventure, that's a touring company for Hoima Resort. I want to welcome the police. You're welcome. Thank you, the policemen, for gracing our event. Of course, you all know you cannot do anything without police. The rules tell us that where you're gathering more than 5 people, you need the attention of police. And for this case, the Uganda Police Force is a strong partner of FMU, or our motor rallying events, in that we cannot do any other activity in rally without police. So we want to welcome you, and I want to inform you that we are working with them to ensure the safety of people and their properties. I was continuing with thanking the sponsors, Mara Events, BAM Petroleum. I have seen the representatives of BAM Petroleum. BAM Petrol Station is a place where we are going to check our vehicles on Friday before we proceed with the program that the clerk of the course is going to detail. Of course, the clerk of the course will detail the program of the rally, how we are starting on Friday and ending on Sunday. I also want to recognize the presence of one of the famous rally drivers, Mr. Ponciano Rakataka, who is here with us. Of course, on behalf of the drivers who are going to take part, he will be able to give us a word or two. With those few words, I want to hand over the microphone to the clerk of the course to give the details, the technicalities and the administrative details of the event. Thank you for listening to me.
Thank you very much, Mr. Said, for the remarks. I wish to take this honor and pleasure to also welcome our team from the Uganda Police Force, who are key partners of the Kingdom, and you actively participate in all Kingdom events. And this time you decided to grace our launch of the Kabalega Motor Rally. Thank you very much for coming. Hati hangenderwaho aroho clerk of the course nwajja kutugambira ebikusingaho rally kugenda yeta kujja kubanka hadihi nizo details ezo abantu bakwenda kumanya. Clerk to course, over to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Central Motor Club, I warmly welcome you to this, our 3rd round of the FMU Uganda National Rally Championship for 2023. We have already been to Mbarara. Not so long ago, we were in Jinja. So now we are trying to progress slowly, and today, next week, we are going to be in Hoima. As mentioned earlier, this event is coinciding with the 29th coronation Mpango ceremony as part of the activities. And as Central Motor Club, we are very proud to be associated with the Kingdom and to do this event. It's a great honor to be part of this. Moving into the details of the event. Overall, we shall have 172 kilometers. The cars will do 172 kilometers, and of which 113 will be competitive. You will notice that this is a very simple rally. We are incorporating the clover leaf as instructed by the Federation, basically to make it a very cheap event for the fans to watch and be able to move from one viewing point to the other. At some point, we are going to be releasing those viewing notes for the fans. But unlike the past, you will realize that this design is really what I would call the Mpango design, because all the stages are within Hoima, in and around the town. So we will not be really going very far out of town. For the fan, what does this mean? This actually means that you can drive all the way from Kampala, park your car somewhere and support the local community, get on the border, go watch the cars not very far from here, and you should be able to make it to the next stage in time. It's one of the things we put into consideration when designing this event. We shall be having 4 stages, and those will be repeated. On top of the 4 stages, there shall be a super special stage on Saturday at Chikwite, near the Seventh-day Adventist Church. On the 4 stages, 3 will be repeated. We have the Bam Petroleum stage, which is 13.6 kilometers. We have the longest stage, Bwendero Sugar, which is 19.77. Then we have another stage, which we are yet to name, but you will be basically getting that name, but that stage is also going to be done twice. It is 15.5 kilometers. And then we have the shortest stage, which is named in honor of one of the rally drivers that hails from this region, and that is Kabalega. That stage is only 10.32 kilometers. The start of these stages is also around time, so it's part of our design to make this a really watcher-friendly rally. I will talk about the nature of the roads. The nature of the roads is smooth. However, my team and I have made every effort to make sure that on top of the roads being fast and smooth, a lot of safety designs are also incorporated into the roads. There are a few villages, maybe 1 or 2, which we shall be traversing, and there's a few safety barriers, safety mechanisms that we have put in place to ensure that the villagers are safe. The program of the rally is already underway. Entries opened on the 8th of May, and they shall be closing today. As we speak, we have at at least 22 entries, and we really expect the entry field to really go up at least until 40. I'm sure many of you will be very happy to know that former national rally champion, Mr. Ponsiano Rakataka, will also be joining us, although I'm yet to see his entry, but he'll be joining us word in the corridors. Yeah, so the program of the event is already underway, so entries will be closing today. Next week on Friday, we shall be having scrutineering at Bank Petroleum. That's on Butiara Road, not far from here. And then we shall be having the stages starting on Saturday in the morning, where the crews will do 3 stages before heading to the super special stage at Chikwete. On Sunday, we shall do all 4 stages as mentioned, and we hope to really end our program by around midday. The nature of the stages is very short, as you can see, but you will also realize that we managed to really squeeze 113 kilometers of competitive distance out of these, which is, in my opinion, quite remarkable. And you know, it's a good thing. Maybe if I should also mention this, when you look at the itinerary, you will realize that we will be starting later than normal. For example, on Saturday we shall be starting at 9 a.m. and on Sunday we shall be starting at 8. This is really just intentionally done to ensure that fans can get to their various viewing points in time, as well as our safety team can go into the stages earlier on to ensure that everything is in place before the cars actually start. And yeah, with this, I would really encourage as many fans as possible to come and be part of us, be part of Bunyoro Kingdom in celebrating the Mpango. And I think this will be a very good spectacle for the fans. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, clerk of the course. I hope by the end of today, tujakuba tuine route chart here, you can share with the media so that they further popularize the route. Abakwenda kurora babini barora. Mwebale muno hati tutakagenza rubazo okuruga mu ngabwa kuruga mu police. Nyino muhimbo kubanjura abakuru ba police abali hano. Ino Superintendent of Police Wabwire Alex ali DPC wa Hoima Central. Afande Alex, people want to see you. Ogunwe DPC wa hagati ya town hano. Webale kuiji. Haroho afande Muzora Frank ali DPC wa Hoima East. Webale mno kuija. Haroho na Magumba Faizo and a Regional Community Liaison Officer. Police etwara kunyole tutakahulirize omu halibo bajja kwekomamu arabazo on their behalf. Afanders will select one of you who will speak on your behalf. Mukwenda kusaba wangabwa yaba driver former champion gwarangireho Posano Rakataka abazeho on behalf of the rally drivers baramaliriza nebo turatunga orubazo kuruga mu ngabwa ya police. Mwebale.
Mwebale nyo MC asewa ne banyabo baramusiza polisi mwebale kujja sponsor baffe mwanyize nga driver event beteekebwa tuli ba sponsors tusobola kutambula mu maaso so twebaza ne ba sponsors baffe bonna abavuddeyo okuyamba zipromotokerawo. Amanya Makataka Ponsia ndi musanyufu nnyo kuba nti nfudde wano olwaleero banga libadde ddene yafunamu ebizibuzibu naye Mukama mulungi kati ndi wa ddembe. So kakasa abawagizi bange bonna abawagizi atulona mu sport nale wadde ng'omukulu bwagambye nti tanabakunda kulisitira kakasa obunazibira kulisitira kuba kwendi era nja kuba mulala eno nale ngisanze ku lawundi yakusatu naye nkakasa ebisiba byakunda biba bya Katonda nyizo championship nkakasa nti njewandisizaako kubanga mmanyi bwetuka mulale ebintu bikyankalana manyi lwodduka nga lwakugoba nga omanyi twayakugoba nga odduka mpolampola tosobola kwekoona ate ffe tubimanyi mu motorsport adduka ennyo yagwa atambula tagwa so kati bwembeera mulale mba nkozesa bange ensobi ate olwooza okulira kisinga nti alaale yagwa yatwagimala dda so baduleva bannange abadde balina obubonero obungi abali bali mu kucakala nkomyewo pologoma ya Uganda olina okumanya nti kati nenjala y'amaanyi nnyo ojala kuja ku bukere obwo oba waana obudduka ennyo obwo obukere embwagala so abawagizi baffe bonna abamafumafu so okwebaza hoteri HB saa zino bwenjogerera emu ku basiposa bange abagenze ku board sawa zino nenebaza nnyo basiposa bange abakadde olaba nti ebizibu enabaddemu abambadde bagenda naye bakomyewo bonna basinga nga Rosifom Mattresses, SM Tires, Tika Constructions, Masasa Obutogalaji n'Abisere Hotels bonna bakoze eki bakomyewo n'abo individuals ng'amafumafu racing team bannange mwebale nnyo mpagira abantu bonna basinga motorsport tugamba tunayivasi tufuna ssente tubugera bwereere tuli mu amaja ye tumuza nti muntu abavuga abaali bamwa emiliyoni tiwebale kuvuga tebaayo esente zokwata ziba zigenze ebapoteya so kati walaba omuntu yeevuddemu n'avuga emotoka ye n'aba bamuyambyeko mbanno bebaza newabanga emotoka esembayo okuba nti yenkadde buli gaali driver etakuwa kitiibwa kubanga lwabantu abamwa abalaba emotoka ennene nga zibali sipikitinga so fenga nzikama kwogera ndi champion wa Uganda emyaka 2 nalibadde nga emyaka 4 naye olenkokola usanga nikyagaanye nga kumanya tunanga yewange ya kutipula cyane kiba cyange natandika ku levini tayo uvuga olale mu mwaka gwa 2012 era kakasa kizo bagana nze live mu Uganda awanga ddemyo nga ndi mu cockpit abasinga ne bagawambaye badipisi bali batonga bampulira bakataka bakuze bawo wekyaliwo tegera atenga ninyo omuliro n'abavuka ne bakankana so ekyebaza Mukama Katonda omuntu okubanga oweze emyaka 5 mu myaka gyo ng'ovugidde emyaka 23 naye ng'okyasobola okuwangula sekisoni ng'okuwangula laali n'otuuka bavuuka abatonga buli omu akakana bukankanya so si kyangu mazima gali ntukolera tusemu unaluga nti nkomyewo era newandisiza abantu leki bazikola kiro kati saawa zino bakola kiro bamanyi obuli okukomyewo bavudula bannange sibagaya naye sibatya mbawa ebitiibwa kubanga naitevugika naye mbagamba bagume nkomyewo tujje tuleme kuvuga laali ya bigambo twerinnya omuliro nze ebiseera ebisinga andi banfolowinga embuga yange njogera ale nentuukiriza era abasinga bakiba tumanyi kiŋŋamba teba omusajja gwe obakatonda afuna kyuma kitumanyi njogera nentuukiriza so kati basiba ne bannyabo ennaku z'omwezi 9/10/11 kimanyi tulina kuba mu Hoima wano tusite ujja kulaba ekinyuma wadde maze ebbanga obanga bamaze nga tavuga seeka lastinga ekyuma ekyange kya aluminium tikitalagga so mujje Hoima munyumirwe so sina bigambo bingi nnyo ndibaza nnyo abategesi kubanga nibamu kubanyambyeko olaba nange mbeera mu mpaka zino n'abantu kinnoomu kubanga omazino gali nti embeera gye ndimu financial assisted naye ngaera abantu bakoze eki bageza kutunyamba olw'ensonga bwe basirimu omuzanyikizo bagaana vaibwe ekendeera ekintu kikkiriza oba tonjagala oba onjagala ate bulize kankulage olw'omuyimbi omu Bobi Wine yayimba yagamba nti waliwo abatamwagala naye wadda mu kasenge bawuza ki ennyimba ze nze oba tonjagala oba onjagala ng'oli kulaale bwoti amaloka yange tenakudda tosobola kuvaawo ku kkubo ate nakukuyitako bweti ogamba ti owaayo adde asaa kikagala ne kayisizaayo yakabi wano kati Katonda kiyampa kyekyo so bassebo ne bannyabo obuwagira ani obaani n'omuzannyo gunyuma mmotoka nnyingi. So asobola organizers, sponsors, abannamawulire mwebale nnyo kujja tukwatiramu omuzannyo gumufudde kyende gye mbadde eyo gye mumanyi mwenna amanyi ge mbadde nago n'ekitiibwa kye mbadde nayo omuzannyo gwange guno gwalaale. So ngwanye ekitiibwa mwebale nnyo mwebale ddala.
Webali muno Posiano Lwakataka kandi abalize on behalf of the rally drivers kandi kingonza aba sportsmen and women busaho aikiriza nti bakujja kuntwala buli muntu ataha kisahe na njira for the best, but that's very good. Obawiwe enkoye chekezi. So Posiano Lwakataka, thank you for the encouraging words and the confidence no gambo ja kuongera mu vibe mu rally yaitu. Ati obwire buno mbaini nsaba tutungorwaza kuruga mu ngabwa kuruga mu Uganda Police Force. Mbaini nsaba akuja kubaza on behalf of the force. Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks so much, the MC. Obukama bw'Obunyoro, Lord Mayor, ba sponsors mwena abalala eno, abavuzi baffe abalungi abakuliddwa muvuzi Lwakataka, aba media fraternity mwena gye muli, abaami n'abakyala, muli mutya abasawo ne bannyabo mugyebale. Mpitibwa Alex Wabwire, DPC Hoima Central Business Division. Ne bannange bano munnange Muzola Frank, DPC wa Hoima East Division, nembeera ne Magumba Faizo, Regional Liaisons Officer, Police n'omuntu wa bulijjo. Tusanyuse nnyo okuba nti naffe tuli omu ku abo bwe muyise tulabe nti tuteekateeka rally eno peacefully. Era abamu babadde beewuunya nti nga poliisi erwana. The Constitution of the Republic of Uganda, Article 212, etuwa obuvunaanyizibwa bwaffe okukola kino kye tuzza okukolwalira kyegenda okukola nga tutandise rally zaffe. Kuba ogwaffe kulaba nti mmwe abantu Abannayuganda n'ebyammwe teri abitataganya, biri bulungi, biri balabala mirala kulaba nti buli points zemuteeseewo, ziri stages ennya zemuteeseewo zibeera covered ne security bulungi, nga teri muntu yenna atataganya omuzannyo guno nga bwe gutambula. Ate era naffe wano tuli mu security naffe tuwagira Obwakabaka bw'Obunyoro, kuba naffe twagala bubeere bulungi era ekitiibwa kyabwe kisaanirwe nga bwe kigenda okubeera, okulaba nti n'anajja okulaba amakula ebyafaayo tugenda kufuna abantu abava buli bunyomero okujja wano tufune emikwano. Derafo tugenda kubeera ekyo ekisingako kye tubadde tusuubira. Kale olwofuna emikwano ofuna okumanya ate n'oba mutegeevu ne mu society. Abantu b'Ebunyoro wano omusimbi gugenda kweyongerawo kuba abantu buli agenda kujja alina muntu agenda okusula. So omukulukawo abantu bagenda kuba balyamu n'emmere. Derafo esembi igenda kukola ki kubanga ezo n'Obunyoro. So kino kirungi nnyo. Ate buli wali sente wabeerawo omumenyi w'amateeka. Kyova olaba nga bwe tuli tabe nti omuntu eyagale ne sente ze azirye bulungi n'abazisina bulungi nga teri akoze ki amusumbuye. Tuli ffenna. Ekirala entertainment, abantu balina ebizibu bingi nnyo. Kakati ku lunaku nga zino omuntu agenda kubeera entertained, abe nga ava mu depression emulimu, pressure zalina zibeere nga zigenda, afune essanyu, osanga obulamu busobola okuba nga bweyongera okubeerawo. So ffe nga security tugamba nti tugenda kumakinga sure nti omulimu guno gwonna ogwalala egenda okubeerawo tugenda kugwenyigiramu nnyo nga tuguwa obukuumi naamwe abantu mwenna. Era tugamba nti buli woolaba ekintu kyotategeera, anything that is suspicious to you, please mutukubire, wetabadde tujje tukole ki tubayambe. mutu involving buli wolaba nga weetaaga security kino tukipulejinga nga constitution bwetugamba era nga bwetuba obuyinza lwakutuna n'ensi yaffe tubaagala nnyo tubeere bumu mwebale nnyo banyama bassa
webali muno DPC Fund Alex for the remarks and assuring us of security. Hatuineho engabwako muba teire mu sente mu event eno mukurola enyuma hano aba sponsoring le bayingi muno baitwe engabwa tutungireho kumanyisibwa nti Mika Eco Resort sere engabwa ya Mika Eco Resort, please come forward kuhereza omuzindaaro guno otafaayo ja kubaliza hano hali emusi abayire yanjule
musibire muta abanyero n'abanyero kati amabara abanyeta byaranga javira nkola nka marketing executive wa Mika Eco Resort Hotel. I'm going to use English. First of all, I recognize the presence of the Lord Mayor, a representative from the Kingdom, representatives from the police, Uganda Police, and representatives from the Central Motor Club and FMU at large. Media fraternity, you also recognize, and all sponsors and fellow partners. To talk about this area, Mika Eco Resort Hotel is going to take part in this rally as sponsors, and we are glad to be part of this cause as we're celebrating the coronation, the 29th coronation of our dear King, and as well as putting a stone on the development of Nyoro. On behalf of Mika Eco Resort Hotel, we welcome you to Hoima, and we are ready to accommodate you at very favorable rates, and everything, entertainment and all that is going to be at Mika Eco Resort Hotel. I think they will partly inform you that some of the events will be at Mika Eco Resort Hotel. For example, the official flag off will be held at Mika Eco Resort Hotel, and as well the closing ceremony. So you're most welcome, and we are ready to receive you and accommodate you. Thank you very much from the sponsors, from the organizers, and all bodies that are taking part in this. Thank you very much.
webali munengabwa yaba sponsors abateire mu sente kandi ne sente tukyazeetaaga habukona tuli hano bingi ebikwetaagisa tukyagenda maiso ba sponsors mwebale kimuteiremu baitu n'omulimu kukyagenda maiso tusembera kumaliriza kuba kwaitu hano ati saa zino nina muhimbo kweta Deputy Vice President wa FMU atubalize kandi wamaliriza takutunga orubazo kuruga mu meya waitu, then engaba yokama Chief Administrative Secretary Nowara akingaho press conference. Obarara kaguzo nkakimu bibiri tubikaguze ngo tugende lunch which is being prepared just enyuma ya tent here. President, over to you.
Thank you, Bwana MC. The Chief Administrative Secretary, Nyoro Kingdom, the Deputy Mayor, men from the forces, Uganda Police, members of the FMU Executive and commissions, the media, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I am once again excited that we have returned to Nyoro Kingdom, a place we first came in 2016 after over 50 years of not coming here. I am glad
that the kingdom received us with warm hands and a warm heart. And they've supported this initiative, gave it a name of one of Africa's, if not one of the world's greatest heroes, the Omukama Kabalega. So for us as FMU, this event means a lot. It further means a lot because we were motivated to come here in remembrance of son of the soil, Major David Ndahura, who was a rally driver in the 1970s, who died at what he wanted, he loved. Major Ndahura was in the Safari Rally, World Rally Championship in Kenya, and at a river in Kitui, there was a bridge called Tiva Bridge. Major Ndahura got swept off the flash floods of the river and he died, together with his co-driver Sebi. So our motivation to bring back rally to Bunyoro was based really on one of our own that we wanted to remember. But also as a federation, we are motivated by partnerships with cultural institutions, especially the kingdoms. Who better understands these things than the kingdoms? So that is our motivation to coming here, and I really want to thank the kingdom. I want to thank the leadership of Hoima, the central government. In this case, well, it's the local government, but it's part of the central government, the cultural institutions, the corporate organizations, and our sponsors. Mika Resort has been our home since we started this. And I am very thankful that you have stayed around. Monica Lisa has kept on calling, asking when is the rally coming back. So I am happy that you're here, together with so many other sponsors that are on board. Again, as a federation, members of the media, competitors, and FMU, you must have noted in the new vision recently that our rating has gone up as motorsport. When we started pushing, we were at 0. Then we went into tier 3 last year, where we qualified for funding of up to 1 billion shillings in the budget. When the government makes the budgets, and people from the Uganda police and anybody in government knows that parliament may allocate you based on your rating. Sometimes the budget itself may not come as you've been budgeted for, but it is a good thing to be rated up there, because now you become priority. Those who saw the new vision yesterday, you saw that FMU moved from tier 3, now we are in tier 2, just behind football. And our vision is to become the #1 sport. We have justified this by our numbers. We have justified this by the contribution that motorsport makes towards the communities where we go, that economic empowerment. Because previously we were being rated at 0 because the advisors of government based funding, government funding, on medals and Olympics. But it took a few people within us when we formed the marketing commission, and we made a research based on Fort Portal and Mbarara, and justified that on a rally weekend, the amount of money that is spent in the region cannot be compared to any other sport, not even football. So we tilted it from medals to numbers, and I know some of the other federations are pulling ropes over this, but we have justified as a sport, together with you members of the media, that motorsport is next to nobody in the sports world as far as contribution to tourism, domestic tourism, contribution to the local community in terms of purchasing power. The nightclubs get filled up, the beers get bought out, the food gets eaten. You know, we affect almost everybody. And because of that justification, we have now moved to Tier 2. This was promised to us by the minister before the Pearl rally, and he was supposed to announce it at the Pearl, but he got called to Arusha and didn't make it to the Pearl. But at least now we have seen the publication. The question remains whether the government would fulfill that pledge if the budget allows, and that might mean that collections from the people, so that the taxes are enough to fund these budgets. But what does that mean? Starting with this event, and in retrospective, the events that have run, FMU has also decided to increase its support towards the clubs during organization of these events. And our focus is going to be mainly on safety. So these clubs are going to be giving us a justification, and then they will be giving us that accountability, just as government asks us for justification and accountability. So Mr. Event Manager Saidi, I am pushing so that within the week you get something from the federation outside of the usual support towards the officials that come to the event. I think there is a direct payout that should be coming to boost you a little bit. It's not much, but it's within what has been given. We hope that if the 3 billion comes in its entirety, so that support will be coming. Clubs that are organizing their events, and we hope that the level of organization also goes up a little bit. Having said that, I know for the purpose of Ponciano, who is at 0 points as per this event, would be interested in who his competition is. Ponciano, obadde ogamba nti oyagala kumira bukere, mulimu n'ekisodde. Top 3 mulimu obukere bubiri n'ekisodde. Kati simanyi oba omusota gunaamira oba teguumire. But this is how you stand. National Rally Championship, Yasin Nasa is leading with 198 points. Duncan Mubiru, 173 points. Byron Rugomoka, 160 points. Hassan Alwi, 113 points. And in 5th position, there is a 2-wheel drive car, Pasua, that is Ibrahim Rubega, with 84 points. In the CRC, that is Clubman Rally Championship, Joshua Muwanguzi, 42 points. Godfrey Chiyimba, 41 points. Position number 3, you have Moses Okelo. Moses Okelo has 12 points, so he's a bit down. Mustafa Kasaga, 10 points. And youngster and newcomer Ali Omar Yassa has 5 points so far. This is a young man, about 18 years, I think, 19. He's coming from the motorcycling side. He's been African champion in motorcycling in his class. He's been national champion in his class. And now it seems he wants to try out the big boys. And we should watch out for these young boys because their adrenaline is flying high. Mr. Wakataka, adrenaline wegende kendera. wadde twewuunyisa okuba nti otuusiza emyaka 5 ng'ekyali waggulu tujja kukebera tulabe biki ebirimu mu adrenaline ebigifudde ebigiremesezaayo naye nga abaana bato bajja so I start to prepare to hand over sir to take a veterans class but I think you will not hand over until you're champion again. Two-wheel drive, if I can tell you very quickly, Pasua is leading with 42 points, Mansour Rubega behind him with 31 points, Umar Kachama 28.5 points, Oscar Ntambi 20 points, and Edward Chirumira in 5th position has 19.5 points. I guess for now that's what you need. The other divisions, the usual suspects seem to be leading. Premier Division is Yasin Nasser, Division 1 it's Hassan Ali, and Division 2 it's Innocent Bwamiki who are leading those areas. As I conclude, further to our support, because the drivers have not had themselves in this entire picture, part of our support is going to start with the people who are chasing for African glory, because we think that we have not focused a lot on that area, and could explain why we have not had an African champion since Muhanji. This year we supported drivers Jas Mangat and Yasin Nasser, who are going to do the Equator Rally in Kenya, and indeed they came out in second and third position. For the PAL, we now have a chance because both our drivers in good control of the African Championship, and therefore we think that if we put a little more energy, it may not be much, but we are going to put a little more energy in ensuring that this year we get an African champion. So that is part of the support we are going to be giving the drivers. We are looking at which areas we can go into, maybe fuel or something, but and maybe having an official. You know, for these African championships, one of the things that I have noted, that if you send an official alongside your drivers, they have a chance, because the areas where your drivers are disadvantaged are in areas of scrutineering. Last year, I remember helping Duncan Mubiru, who had been removed from the WRC over certain scrutineering. So people who travel with leadership to these events, baba nenkizo, wanga baba baina advocate. So we want to see how we can help these drivers by sending somebody technical to help them, even advise them, so that they are not disadvantaged in those areas. So that is an area we are working on. We should be able to see that we have an African champion this year, God willing. With those few words, I guess I have said it all. I want to thank you so much for coming here. I want to encourage people who are going to be coming to this rally to observe traffic regulations. Road safety is very important to motorsport, and you all know that I am in charge of road safety also with the Ministry of Works representing the Federation. Road safety is our responsibility, and therefore we are not going to leave it to the Uganda police. In as much as we have handed you over, if you're misbehaving, even rally drivers who are misbehaving on public roads, they are subject to traffic regulations. Because the ministry has given us a gazette, the speed lifting instrument, which allows us to drive over and above certain speed limits of the country. But that gazette is within a specified area where we are supposed to speed, because it's now competition. That area has been cordoned off from public users. and we give this information to people. So there you are protected. But on public roads, you'll kill people. You'll kill yourself. Please be responsible. Those of us who enjoy to drive cars that look like rally cars, Alteza, Subaru, these days I've seen even the Benz guys have come in, Evos. If you really want to do it, speak to the Federation, we shall speak to the police. We shall, and we have done this before, working with the police, we can close off some areas or within the city at a specified time, and you burn off adrenaline, and then you go and park your car. But once you come here and we have not informed the police, and you start racing in the roundabouts, and we have not cordoned off those places, the police is going to arrest you. They are going to impound your car. You will not use it until we go back to Kampala. And this they know. So please, let us be responsible. Let us respect other road users, and let us stay safe. Thank you very much. Mr. MC, if I can hand over this microphone back to you.
Thank you very much, President. Kandi kimanyire motoka obuzitandika abaine motoka neisaniriza eyarale nawagi hayo nagamba nanyewe roundabout enu ngisobora kugitanga lwakataka aroho mujomu buba akarura motorale nawe motoke nagipangurura naona arubata nabo. But that's what the president was saying. It is risky. Watu izile kurora tusagi karale. Let's be fans, let's be spectators, and ensure there is safety. We all need to be safe. This morning we got very bad news where there's a huge accident which has happened around Migera. There's a bus that was moving from northern Uganda, having even some pilgrims, some business people. We have lost a lot of lives due to recklessness on the road, and that's not necessary. So, Mkiki President Hawaina Abazaho, they need to be safe. Mwebale munokutukumikiza, we are coming to the close of this function. Tukazemba zoyuri zonka, mani nsaba waitu Lord Mayor, walize emyenda ya kitara kandi buramaliriza Chief Administrative Secretary amalirize omukoro gwaitu gwebale muno waitu
Atyamuna mukuru wa program White Chief Administrative Secretary, the FMU representative, DPC and a team, the partners present, the media team, ladies and gentlemen. I'm called Nalumaga Sylvia Valiesima, Deputy Estate Mayor, and on behalf of Hoima City, I want to express my excitement to host this event in Hoima City. And indeed, to us, it is a blessing, and this is what we are praying for as Hoima City. We are encouraging such events in Hoima City, and we call upon other fund team, other people, other companies, because this is the way we can promote our city, and it is a way of promoting fun in the city. So we want to welcome you, and we are blessed to host this event in Hoima City. I know this is going to promote business in Hoima City, and it's going to promote unity. It's going to bring us together as people of Hoima City. It is fun. We are going to relax, to have leisure time, and promoting talents. I know there are people admiring also to be like my neighbor here. So this is the time to be motivated and to admire. And I want to thank the Bunyoro Kitara Kingdom for motivating and allowing this event to take place in Hoima City. Indeed, I want to encourage abantu ba Hoima City this is an opportunity leka tugikolese kurungi, because I believe very many people are going to come in Hoima city. Business zones boosting, hotels zaitu linokunira zijja kuyijula, restaurants zijja kukora, abaana baitu ba boda boda bajja kukora. And let's position ourselves. We use this opportunity. 3 days in Hoima city, it's not a simple thing. So let's organize ourselves, let's position ourselves and take on these opportunities. I want to thank the organizers and partners for sponsoring this. And my prayer is, may you come again, keep on coming, so that our people can make business. And by the way, it's not only making business, this makes our city visible. Ronde tumbura city yaitu kuongera okumanyika na heru ogwo. So to us, you are doing us good, and indeed itwe tukyenyumirizamu muno tukifunamu muno nka Hoima city. And we are pledging support. Though we've already supported, we shall keep on supporting, and we are there in case of any need or any other support. Please, we are available, because this is promoting Hoima city. However, I want to encourage people to come and have fun. Let them come and enjoy. Abantu ba Hoima nywena mwije Hoima city, mwije munyumire, baitu nkusaba omukunyumirwa muno, leka tunyumire tuli responsible, lundi peacefully, atabamu kandi amaziga. Tuije tunyumire, twehane, kandi n'abaana baita abato tuba controlling. And especially those ones in school, please, amasomero nagalenga controlling abaana baitu niko kurora nti tabairoho ebizibu kuruga mu kusemererwa. Otherwise, I want to wish Runyoro Kitara Kingdom. Nimanya this is a vibe ekututeka mu modu y'empango, so nkugondeza Runyoro Kitara Kingdom empange nungi, and we are there and ready to enjoy and be part of you. And nkwenda kubagondeza, everyone planning to come to Hoima, please come and enjoy. We are ready to receive you. Thank you.
Webali muno omulodi tumutere mu ngalo. Niwo omukazi wenkayikalira high table hano. Tutali nono wenkali high abandi baro. Webali muno kwiti. Webali muno omulodi hati ntumaliriza. Ino muhimbo kuraliza mukuru w'abakozi omubukama atubalize kandi akingeho embazo zetu.
Mwebale muno kagamba waitu Mau Deputy Mayor, Vice President FMU, aba DPC nywena bali hano, the representative of drivers baraleno, the media fraternity, representatives of nywena sponsoring the sponsors of this Kabalega Moto Rally event. All protocols observed, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I take this opportunity to welcome you here. Office zetu z'obukama kandi enyowa amabara gange nowe Alex Kusabe kora hano nkomukuru w'abakozi, the Chief Administrative Secretary. Now tusemerere muno ntino muhimbo mwengi kurora nti rale nesobwere kugaruka mukwijja kwijuka nti haro utasobwere kuba nayo hayosamu omwaka nkagumurundi ebiri baitu hatira alegarukire kandi tuna okusaba tugenyumirizemu. Erale eno izire hakasumi akatukunyumiriza muntu kujaguliza muntu kwijuka emyaka 29 kuruga Kabumba Jumure Ngoma. This is our 29th coronation anniversary, since the king ascended to the throne. So we celebrate this on every 11th of June buli mwaka, kandi tubayo na ekitweta many pre-impanga activities. I know security here, I think you're already familiar with the heat. We have many activities. Jeri tukaba na Omugo Health Camp wa Bulisa, which also went on so well. Twina Impango Run, as you are aware, on the 9th of June. Tukusaba inywe na muje musagike Impango Run tuyiruke ubumezi bwaitu bube burungi. Twina Kabalega motorale egenda kumara muno ebiro bisatu. Twina our business and cultural expo. This one is going to take place for 10 days, Boma Kisai Boma for 10 days. Twina your prayers, then twina your event yenini yokwijuka myaka 2009. So security, police, you will bear with us. This is the time of kama abantu wetaga kwa identifying nabo nabantu abagigondeze birungi ba sponsors na abantu bayo. So tukusaba abantu bona muije munyumirwe, muije muhagire imikorene yokama yokujuka myaka 2009. Muije mukole business, mutunde mulete bintu muoleke mukisahe, mutunde bintu mukola akasente baitu nka Deputy Mayor Kagambire. We do this responsibly. We have a life to live. Kandi lo tukubantu rale, especially the rale nayo tulengo kuondera the safety measures zaba taken baziteye mu nkora nuko we live to see another or to spectate another rally next year. So we suppose few remarks. I wish all of you a very successful Kabalega rally event. I also said that let us drive safe, nuko tulinde obumezi obwaitu n'obwa other road users. Hangiriza kutamba, hangiriza omwebinga, hangiriza enkya nungi. I declare this press conference closed. Thank you.
Webale muno Chief Administrative Secretary tumalirize the first segment of the press conference. Hati tukuja kumalira n'ebintu nka bibiri. Ekyokubanza abamahoro bakwenda kaguzaho ebikaguzo bike for clarity purposes. Oturamalira aho tuineho lunch which is being prepared. So kirabasajja ajja kutuinura ambayinisaba tutunge a few of the questions, but ingeri abakuru bano bona ngeri bajja kubana night on lunch. If you have any further questions, please feel free to talk to them. They are flexible. Ambayinisaba tutunge kaguzo katoto number 1 ondo niwo wenga nakam nakasuma in that order, then tumalirize
webalenyo ekyandisi kibuuzo amamulozi noza bakatoto njagala president atulire mu Uganda for purposes of Bukedde TV West Muvana Cholo on safety part and some updates.
Mabara coach Negama Bunyo TV. Nkakuza nyowe nti namba ki ba drivers ki kunira over what the target the drivers expect.
Ngeti kwa kaina yake katoto Arabo bagize urugero gute kwenda tugaruke mu Uganda n'abagize Uganda tugane mu
ati ekyo kyankankigarukemu tukujja kutunga interview abakuba niwe akuhandika story tino so omanyire nti bwobaliza health and safety ni president akibaliza ekya security afande Alex mwakibaliza so ngeri mbagambire abakuru bano bajja kuba available obe na specific interviews with them nikwo tunge very good sound nawe akuwe an answer is straight to what you want to know. Chinuk na Captain Jeff last.
Thank you very much. My name is Captain Jeff. My question is related to what's the amount of money that is supposed to be paid. What's the cost for watching this rally? Do we have a fee or it is free of charge since it is related to Mpango? Kabumba Gabuiri. Then the other thing is we have our own driver here, Council Musa Kabalega. I've heard you talk about a stage named after Kabalega. Where is that stage going to be? Because I'm picking interest in that now. I want to support my own driver.
Webale muno ngire bikaguzo bino byona biri bya president. So I think the president, the clerk of the course, please come Jacobaza her stages. The president amalirize with the two questions they have asked him. Then please you allow us to have the anthems. We break off for lunch if you have any further questions or kakuzi.
Kali okubaddamu obulungi eyo stage ya Musa Kabalega eri ku Fort Portal Road waliwo awo etandikira awo petrol station bagita Kasimbo n'olyoka oyingira awo otuuka amakubo we gasaliramu awo otambulako mita 2 byokka awo stage wennyini wetandikira neryoka egenda neviiramu kumpi ne abattoir webagenda okusaliranga ente ku Kampala Road ekiseera in fact abattoir wennyini ekkulu erikutwala ku abattoir erigenda okuba nga lirireeta abalabi baspectator abaagala okulaba emmotoka awo wennyini kumpi naawo flying finish wenaabeera ndoze ekyo kyo nkiziimu ekyabavuzi betusuubira omwami oli kyabuuziza entries zikyali nzikule tusuubira nti tujja kuba ne entry nga 4 mwami Rob Styles ayinza okunjulira yamanyi okukola mathematics ono nze nsuubira tujja kubeerayo ne entries nga 4 ez'abavuzi nga wetwogerera embala ya mukulu waffe Ponsiano zaakawera 23 naye nga wendi wano ebunyolo omwami Silva Magala yampadde awo okusula ngenda kusula wowe ayagala tugende ku radio show tuyitemu twogere nze wendi paka Sunday. Yes.
I think it would be good for you to list all the stages.
Okay, the stages are 4. Stages ziri 4. Waliwo stage egenda kukomawo mu kyalo kye bayita Kitoba eyo twalitumye Bam Petroleum otandikirawo ku luguudo lw'e Kaiso oyingirirawo bwotyo n'oviiramu ku kyalo ky'Ekitoba eyo bagiyita Bam Petroleum eri kilomita 13 n'obugwamu nga 6. Ye stage egenda okusooka ku nnaku zonna ku lw'omukaaga ye stage esooka ne ku Sandi ye stage esooka. Olumalaawo tulina stage gye bayita Bwendero Sugar. Bwendero Sugar etandikira awo awali akapande Hoima CPS n'oyingirako awo munda katonotono. Abaagala ogiraba balina okuyita okumika Eco Resort, waliwo ekkubo eryo ne bagenda paka ku kyalo kye bayita Bulyango, awo ogirabira. Naye mpozi waliwo trading center bagiyita Bujwaha, ne Bujwaha Bujwahya neyanziza, oyinza okuyimirira awo Bujwahya n'ogiraba. Nze ndoza emu ku stage ezisinga okuluma eyo bagiyita Bwenge Bushuga. Eyakabega nagyogeddeko, ejja kuba yakusatu ku Sande, then tujja kusembyayo stage etandikira awo Mparo neviiramu Emparo. Ogenda ku Masindi Road awo Emparo n'oyingira wezaali zitandikira ng'edda n'ovugako katono awo, oyinza okusanga emmotoka nga ziri mu section eyo. Tulina erinnya lye tugenda ogituuma, era bye mbadde ngezaako okwogera ne muganda wange Silver Magala okulaba nti nno tufuna erinnya erigijyamu. Tebwewuunya nga tugituumye oba Duhaga oba Kidi, naye tugezaako okufuna erinnya erigijjamu.
Okay, Saturday
bagenda kuvuga BAM Petroleum nga bwengi bagambye, bavuge Bwenge Bushuga balyoke bavuge eyo stage eri Emparo. Olumala tugenda kudda mu Kasaawe bakadizayininze bulungi, Kikwite awo ku kyaki awo ey'Abadiventi tugenda okubeera. Okupaakinga emmotoka ekibangirizi kinene, nayiseemu olwaleero ku makya, akubo baakalimye kalungi, era nsuubira nti nno omulabi ajja kunyumirwa, tewagenda kubaawo nfuufu nnyingi kubanga mugenda kubeera ku busubisubi bwe butyo.
Webale muno Clark Tukashati President abena asaba aine ekaguzo kyona, he will have a one-on-one interview. Katumalirize kubaho kwaitu hano inywera tubasiimira bamahure ababembezi baitu, Lord Mayor, Chief Administrative Secretary, Uganda Police, the delegation of FMU, the drivers, the sponsors, the media, everyone tubasiimira. Maninsaba tuzine kizina kya Bunyoro ne kya Uganda. We are going to have one picture hano in front of this banner. Then nibwo tugende for lunch, which is being served just enyuma ya tent yenu, mujja kuba ni morali y'entebe n'ebyokulya bindi. Twemere tumalirize mukoro kitinizi. Tutandika ne kya Bunyoro, then Uganda.
Mitwabana behanga abakuta mwekitisa lero turakoraki tukugize mukama nitwicuke kitinisa yeihanganya itubunyoro kijana tukugonzani nitwabana behanga abakuta mwekitibisa.
Kasabiki kimeze cya motorsport press conference wetu basobodde okuba ng'etambula nga bwe mulaba.
come forward as we talk.
Tugenda kwogerako ne champion Ponsiano Wakataka. Of course atubuulira enteekateeka eryetya nga bw'omulaba. Manye ebintu nga bigenda gwali live ku kimeza kya motopozo. Tuli Hoima. Wagenda okubeera Kabalega rally. That is next weekend, starting from Friday. Program does I know ejulidde. Gwa tuuse late osobola okubanga program oba olyawo. Oddamu n'olaba live eno nga bwetandise nosobola okubanga omanya naye nga amawulire amalungi nga bwe tugambye champion Ponsiano Wakataka of course agenda kubeerawo era basuubiza nti obukere agenda kubutandikako mpola mpola. Champion. Okay, champion oli live kimeza kya motorsport. Mbadde njagala abalabi obabuulire enteekateeka eryetya, of course tukulisaayo mpozi najja wawadde naye enteekateeka eryetya Mafumafu racing team.
Enteekateeka onjogerera erinamu bulungi terina buzibu bwayo. Jasite nze kulaba badde kulonki wano nga kyensuubira nti emmotoka eri bulungi nanga omufusi lifiiti balina omulyango.
Champion oli fiiti ebbanga nga libadde ddene nga oli off.
Anti kati twetwala kulya ku mwogo ebyennyanja tulinga mu baana b'ennaku zino abalidde ibbaga kati emibiri gyammwe tuli fiiti sebo embeera nebeerawo zemanyi zikyali fiiti.
Round yakusatu champion kinakusobozesa nga bw'ogambye nti weewandisiza okusobola round eno maybe omwaka guno gulya.
Manyi championship ekyali open ate byalali bizibu nga bagambye nti twali muntu atambula agwa alina kuba nti adduka kati abantu abo tajja kulitaininga obubonero obwo olaba nti alimba ku kifo kye endobudde tukola mistake. So kati saawa zino kyalaba nti championship ekyali open nange obudde bwonna kyanyigewandisa.
Okay, ndowooza kyekyo kati wasiibulire wano kimeza kya motorsport of course kobadde buli stages of course ojja kubanga ozifuna live bebe